called the police and had all that.
Here's Nowitzki, and it's Haddadi in at the 5 down low. And for the Hawks, Shaquille O'Neal is out there with Smith. Then there's Gordon, and then it's Little General, and it's Young in at the 1. Shaq. And it's good. Shaq's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Hawks.
And it seems like Atlanta is one of those teams, guys, that's just good enough to be in the playoffs year after year.
I told Chad, you need your head.
But not really great enough to contend for a championship. And it's a tough spot to be in the NBA. But if you don't have a superstar player, which Atlanta doesn't, it's just tough to get over the hump. And with the defense playing that well, the double clutch was the only way he was going to get that ball off.
Here's Little General. Lays up the pick. Passes it to Gordon. Over Butler. And it's Gordon missing. If you're Atlanta, you perhaps consider trying Steve and Clark to make a move for a superstar player or get over the hump. Or, how do you think it's going to play out? Clark, I'll start with you. How do you think this thing's going to go?
Well, Kevin, when you're trying to put the puzzle pieces together, you always have to consider making a move for an elite level talent.
You don't know, because when you left Memphis.
But when you look at the Hawks, they've got enough good and great players that if they can keep them in Atlanta, one of those guys might blossom into that elite star and be able to take Atlanta to the next level, perhaps even to the final.
Here's Little General following the score by New York. No good. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Mike Woodson had a few moments to share with me. One player who's really on his mind in this matchup is Eric Gordon. He said of Gordon, he can shoot with deep range and has the strength and explosiveness to go by you if you overcommit and finish or get himself to the line. So he's just an underrated scorer in this league, and it's going to take a total team effort to slow him down. Kevin, we'll see how they do.
Thanks, Doris.
Not much resistance on that team.
Yeah, defensively, you're right. Not a great sequence.
Well, they lost track of them, and they paid the price.
There's the dish to Pippen. Back to Butler. New York moving it around. Nowitzki dishes to Haddadi. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Yeah, the fans not agreeing with the call there.
Well, that's one way to get a reaction from the fans, guys.
Thunder's check in for the Knicks. Russell comes in for Karan Butler. And Young kicks to Smith. Can't connect from 14 feet out. For the New York Knicks, they come into this one following loss to the Heat.
Well, with the number of turnovers they had in that game, guys, it was going to be an uphill battle all the way.
Well, especially, Steve, when you couple the turnovers with the soft defense they were playing. I mean, that's a bad combination. Turning it over and then not defending.
You know, you think about the best dunkers in the game, I think Josh Smith has to come to mind. He did win the dunk contest back in 2005. But when you have that combination of creativity, power, and explosiveness, look out. This guy's going to be on the highlight reel.
That's good. Thunder's got his first bucket in this one.
That's how you exploit that defense. Take the ball right to the basket.
Here's Little General. Shot is off. And now the Knicks on the break. Smith right side. And the Knicks good for two.
They continue to build on this lead.
Yeah, they're trying to get a little more separation, Steve, and they actually have a chance to do it the way they're making plays at both ends.
And you think especially if the great dunkers, young dunkers, among the left-handed players, Josh Smith is right there.
Oh, I would certainly put him on the small roll call list, Kevin. This guy can bounce and left-handed, even look sweeter gliding through the air, punching it down on people.
Good on the second free throw.
Well, one of the big advantages for the Knicks is that you know they'll always have money to spend. This is one of the most lucrative organizations in the entire NBA. They've never been afraid of spending a lot on salary in the past. And even with the new collective bargaining agreement rules, I would expect to see the Knicks well into the luxury tax.
And Shaq with the slam.
Great finish there, Kevin. Took it strong to the cup.
It's a two-handed jam.
And that's the kind you like, especially in traffic. You got to make sure.
Now, here here's Smith. He's coming off a 10-point game against Miami. Outside Russell. Here's Thunder. Takes the three. And Eric Gordon pulls it down. Knicks, one of the most storied franchises as well, Steve. You're talking about New York. Even with the Nets coming into town, into Brooklyn, you would think the Knicks and all that great history, Clark, will help them continue to recreate.
Yeah, no question about it. New York is a special place. I mean, it is in the landscape of NBA basketball. It's always going to be a hot destination to create. It's a place where guys want to play and want to be, not just for the basketball, but for what New York offers. And that's an advantage for the organization. You know, for the better part of the history of the NBA, Kevin, the Knicks have been a fixture in the playoffs. And up until the last few years, they had missed out, but it looks like they're back now.
Gets it to go. Gordon's got his first points of the night.
And no mistakes on the offensive execution there.
Smith the pass to Pippen. He gathers. Gets it to go. In that stretch where the Knicks were out of the postseason picture 7 consecutive years, which matched their only other big drought in the 60s. But they're back, Steve. The roster's improved. They're back.
Yeah, but how far back are they, Kevin? I think that's the question. You know, they've been good enough. They've had a lot of talent in the last couple of years, but the pieces haven't quite fit together. So they're still trying to put it all together as one. They're trying to make that next step.
Here's Nowitzki following the basket by Shaquille O'Neal. Here's Thunder. Feeds to Nowitzki. Down low. Pittman. There's the steal. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. Young with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. Young's shot is off. Looking at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks, it was a loss to the Philadelphia 76ers.
The guys, had their free throw shooting been anywhere near up to par, I think it would have changed everything in that game.
No doubt about it. I mean, there is a carryover effect when you're not having success at the line. Infiltrates other parts of your game. We got the big fella coming.
Man, yeah, they are, because I moved out of Moffett, what, 5, 6 I've been here, Mark says almost 5 years. I think I only lived on Moffett for 2 years. Or a year and a half. Maybe 2 or 3, I don't know. But he's been out here steadily strong, safe to say, way before 5 years because
That is a powerful brand of basketball right there, man. An amazing putback. Love the effort from this guy.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks.
And stretching back over the break, here's how the Knicks have performed. First in shooting percentage, second in scoring. And they're number 2 in assists. This is a team that loves to share the basketball.
And the shooting is really what stands out to me. This is a team that does such a good job of finding open looks. They're unselfish. They work offensively to create good shots. And when they do that, they're on their game. They're tough to beat.
Here's Smith after Caron Butler's bucket. And again, Josh Smith.
And all 10 of their last points have come inside the paint. So defensively, you've got to make an adjustment.
Yeah, you got to do a little more to stop it, too. I mean, it's coming way too easy for them. At some point, you just got to buck up and say it's not going to happen.
Jefferson dishes to Brewer. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Johnny Brewer out of Arkansas, really good size and strength in that wing position. Mainly a defender, but offensively he's looking to get to the rim, and he'll move the ball on. That's a good feel for the game.
That's off as well, so he misses both.
And guys, when you look at Rodney Brewer, what I like about him is the way he developed as a defender in Chicago. He's always had the physical tools, good size and strength and length and quickness. I think he's really become a defensive stalwart.
Butler attacking, and Brewer kicks to Jefferson. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Knicks lead by 4.
I can imagine they're going to hear an earful about this next stop. I mean, that's 3 straight field goals given up right in the middle of the lane. Inexcusable.
Well, defense starts at the rim. And you want teams shooting the ball from the outside, and that's not happening. They're just giving up everything inside. Total domination on the glass by them so far.
Well, the anticipation has been outstanding, exquisite. I mean, it seems like they've got an extra sense as to know where the ball is coming off.
Here's Young after Karan Butler's bucket. Now, here is Young looking for his first bucket of the game. For three, Gordon hits the bucket.
He's going to take that shot every time if he has that much room to get it off.
The Knicks lead by 3.
Well, you feel good for Larry Drew. He's in his 3rd season as a head coach because he spent 18 years as an assistant before he finally got his big break with the Hawks. In all, he's been with Atlanta since 2004, so he knows these players well.
6 on the shot clock. Brewer passes the ball. It's blocked by Shaq. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Marcus Camby, he's checked in for Shaq. Thompson comes in for Josh Smith. James Jones, who's checked in for the Little General. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Young. And Larry Drew, well liked by the players in his time as an assistant, probably made it a little bit easier for the ownership to make him the head coach as he replaces Mike Woodson.
Well, it's always easier to be the good cop. You know, when you're the assistant coach, all of a sudden you become the head coach. You need to be tougher. You need to discipline players a little bit. It can be harder to have those relationships with your players. It's always a fine balance. But Drew has done a nice job of establishing himself with this Hawks team.
So it's Atlanta now, following the score by New York. Lynn dishes to Gordon. In low to Campbell. Back to Gordon. Here's the triple.
6 points in short order. 2 straight from deep. That's what can happen with that 3-ball.
Yep, you got it going. Nice, clean looks.
Jefferson's shot is off. The Hawks trail by 4. Back to Lynn. They get it again. Gordon gets it to go. Gordon's got 10 points in the game.
He's just been dominant, trying to dig his team out of the hole.
Here's Butler. Solid shot from the distance of the ball.
And come back to be all of these people that wanted to try to act like they had changed their life for uses. But they forgot about me being Andre's ex-wife. That's what's crazy. They would still come around me knowing I've already had encountered.
About 14 feet. And the Knicks lead by 4.
I think he set the tone for the entire team in this quarter. Tremendous stuff. Good action.
Camby sets the screen for Gordon. That's good. 12 points for him.
Well, Gordon is known for his ability to knock down threes. Tremendous range from the three-point line and beyond for Gordon. And I think what makes him dynamic is his strength and his ability to use the threat of the three-point shot to draw defenders out and then attack the rim from there.
That is scary on a player like Eric Gordon, too, Steve. I mean, you know that he'll start looking his way at the end of close games. So not only are you worried about him stepping up and knocking one down from deep, but you also know he can get to the rim and maybe create a three-point play.
The Hawks trail by 4. Here's Lynn. He takes it up. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Lynn's got his first points of the game. He dishes it to Butler. And that one's good.
They continue to barrel their way inside. And when's the defense going to adjust?
Well, I'm asking the same question myself, partner. I mean, that's 8 points out of their last 10 coming inside.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
And over the course of last season, they dropped the majority of their games when facing this team.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Shaq is checked in for Campbell. Smith comes in for Jason Thompson. Little General is checked in for James Jones. Young is subbed in for Jeremy Lin. Ball's knocked loose. To the paint. Here's Little General. Looking to get on the scoreboard. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. You know, going back to Steve's point, this series was not one of the highlights of the season last year.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect them to come out on the wrong end of that series, but it happened that way. And we'll see what happens going forward.
Here's Young. They can't get it to go. The Knicks lead by 4. The pass to Adati. New York moving it around. Smith outside. He kicks it to Pittman. New York, no good that time either.
That's a look that he'll never pass up, or one he'll usually never miss.
Here's Gordon. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the way up. Gordon's got 14 points for the game. Here's Thunder. Pass to Smith. He feeds it to Haddadi. To the middle. Pushes up. Goes up and lifts. Is it nice and easy? Thunder's got his second basket of the game.
You're going to have a heck of a time finding any flaws in his approach to the game offensively.
And the officials call traveling violation. Here's Pittman. No good trying to beat the buzzer. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Knicks lead by 4. And we'll be back right after this. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
I was impressed with their transition game, guys. They really got out and ran the lanes.
Yeah, they did. I mean, no better way to get easy buckets than through fast breaks. Since moving to Atlanta in 1968 from St. Louis, the Hawks have been a steady presence in the postseason, Kevin. Still, that penultimate goal of an NBA title has eluded them.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Atlanta, Young is out there with Stevenson. There's Thompson, then it's Smith, and it's Little General in at the 3 slot. Smith with a screen on Smith. Here's Little General. Shot clock at 6. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. With the Hawks in their playoff history, they've always seemed to be the good team that just is overpowered, it seems, Steve, in the end.
Yeah, they've never had that transcendent player. The closest guy they had to that was probably Dominique Wilkins, but he was playing in the era when Bird and Magic and Jordan were dominating the league. So it's just been one of those things for Atlanta. They just haven't been able to get over that hump. They've been good, they just haven't been great.
Stolen by Jeremy Lin. And here we go. Fast break. Lin's got it. And so it looks like the Hawks are retain possession here.
And here we check out the story on Dirk Nowitzki. He has been filling up the stat sheet for the last month. 10th in blocks, 13th in field goal percentage, and he's in the top 15 in points per game. So he's a guy you have to account for defensively.
You know, Steve, he's doing what very few players in the league are really capable of, and that's impacting games through his low post defensive presence. And he's one of the best shot blockers in the game in terms of his ranking, so no surprise.
He exposed the flaw in the defense. No way they're supposed to be giving him that shot.
Gets it to go. Thunder's got 4 points this quarter.
Offensively, just hammering away in the paint.
And that's 10 straight points inside, too.
Yeah. Watching the line there, that'll be a backcourt violation.
You know, for Jeremy Lin, one of the things he's had to work on in the early going part of his career is the turnover number. Part of that is the cost of his aggressive style of play, but there's no question he can still improve his decision-making. Continue to cut down on those mistakes.
James Jones, who's checked in for the Hawks. Gordon comes in for Jenkins. Atlanta with the ball. After New York gets the 3, there's the feed to Jones. Back to Gordon. Hit his foot. And the refs whistling a kick ball. And the good news for Jeremy Lin, those turnovers, probably his biggest weakness, but that's something that can be corrected.
With time and experience, no doubt about it, Kevin. Just from playing in and learning the pro game, that number will go down, and he'll get better at taking care of the ball because he's smart and he wants to be good and he wants to help his team win.
And the Hawks making a change here. Crawford's checked in.
Boy, I am absolutely loving this. They're pumping bodies down there, taking no prisoners, coming away with every ball.
Yeah, that willingness to fight for every loose ball is a big reason why they have the lead right now, Clark.
Yeah, we're now starting to see them get some high percentage shots in the paint.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 buckets inside the lane, so they're getting really high percentage looks now.
And that one's good. The Knicks lead by 7. Nowitzki outside. Dishes it to Brewer. Kicks to Morris. Pass to Nowitzki. It's up with 3. Josh Smith pulls it in. Smith's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Crawford. Right side Lynn. Again, the Hawks. The Knicks have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Lee kicks to Nowitzki. He passes to Morris. The dish to Butler. New York moving it around. Here's Nowitzki. Shot is no good. Nice D from Camby. The Hawks trailed by 5. Here's Lynn. Cut the bucket. Lynn's got 4 points this quarter. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Nick shooting has been just fantastic, around 65% tonight, getting exactly what they want, when they want. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Atlanta making some changes. Shaq is checking for him. Little General comes in for James Jones. Young is subbed in for Jeremy Lin. Shaq defended by Nowitzki. Nice shot by Smith.
Well, for him, that finger roll is almost second nature. That's a tough shot for most players.
Feeds it to Brewer. He dishes it to Morris. Lee. Now the pass to Nowitzki. To the inside. Well, their pass to Lee. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
You know, Atlanta's an interesting sports town, guys. It's kind of a transient town. A lot of people who have moved, maybe from New York or Chicago. So you don't have the passionate fan base down there that you might expect. That's hurt them, I think, over the years. They haven't had the same gate receipts as some of the other big market teams, and that's been tougher to deal with.
Now, here is Young, looking for his first bucket of the game. Here's Little General, 16 feet away, and the Hawks getting another basket right there. The Knicks with the lead, and it's not just the Hawks, but with all Atlanta teams, Val Gittins and Braves, they have a hard time selling games out there when it isn't a work-to-play situation.
And it's really unfortunate, Kevin, for the Hawks, as they've become one of the tougher and more consistent teams in the East over the last half decade or so. I mean, they play some really good basketball down in Atlanta. I would think the fans would appreciate that.
And Ronnie Brewer picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
So it's Atlanta now. Crawford dishes to Smith. Over Morris. Here's
Major glass eating that time, fellas.
That's just the kind of aggressive basketball he's known for.
Yeah, it seems like we see that play from him almost every night. An offensive board that ends with a slam.
The Sprite replay really gave you a good look at the action. And Brewer kicks to Buck. He kicks to Nowitzki. Inside. Here's Morris. Good work defensively by Smith.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
He feeds it to O'Neal. And Morris comes over to help. That puts them in the lead. Shaq's got 4 this quarter.
Well, I like that he's come up with some big baskets for this team to help him out in getting this lead.
Here's Lee. The feed from Morris. And he finishes nicely on the way.
Yeah, they're not going to miss too many of those. That's high percentage stuff there.
And here's Atlanta. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Little General. Smith kicks to Crawford for the three. Shaq passes to Young. Back to Shaq. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the ball. Shaq's got 15 points. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Shaq is really having a good game here.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Haddadi's checked in. Jefferson comes in for Marcus Morris. Lemaire is checked in for Karan Butler. And Smith subbed in for Courtney Lee.
Yeah, guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout. Just kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
Thunder's checked in for the Knicks. Shaq against Smith. Crawford gets a screen from Smith. Crawford kicks to Smith. Here's Little General. A three. Crawford's shot is good. Crawford's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
And Brewer kicks to Pittman. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
What a quick response. Give up a three, get a three.
They're a pretty resilient team. I'll give them that. Got to respect them for coming back that way.
Here's Little General, averaging 9 points per contest. O'Neal hammers it home.
No time wasted getting back off the ground when he got his hands on the ball. I like that quickness of jump.
And that's the idea, right? You know, take it back up strong.
Yeah, of course. I mean, no reason to hold on to it any longer than you have to.
Here's Thunder after the basket by Atlanta. Pittman kicks to Haddadi. Got it. Good job in the low post. Haddadi's got 6 points. The Hawks leading. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Boy, some really good matchups. And that San Antonio Spurs game, definitely one to be checking out.
Gets it to go. Pittman's got his third basket of the night.
Tell you what, since the end of the first quarter, he has really come alive.
And Shaq backs down. Here's Smith. The kick out to Young. Smith left side. Moves back up. There's the bucket. Good. He's got 10.
He was really a non-factor in that first quarter. He's found a way to step it up here.
Here's Thunder. Dishes at the Pittman. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, neither team has really gained an edge rebounding-wise here, and the score reflects that.
Well, if one team can start hitting the boards harder, I mean, it'll give them a good chance to pull away.
Good.
That's scary these days. Ty, if the good Lord has Ty wrapped in his arms and he walks out a free man, I hope he doesn't have a single thing to do with none of them people anymore. None of them. Or out on those streets.
They're just getting hammered inside and really need to find a way to be tougher down there. They got to be physical. They got to man up in there.
I agree. I mean, you look at the points they're giving up, most of them seem to be coming inside the paint.
Now here's Crawford. He's got 5. And Young kicks the Shaq. Crawford. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Smith. And Shaq with the slam. Mark and Steve, 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
You know, both teams showing a lot of resilience, I think. Coming back and coming back and forth, back and forth.
Reminds me of a song.
I'm not sure I've seen a game with so many lead changes this early on.
Smith against Young. Back to Crawford. Shot is off.
And they force the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit. Jordan Crawford just an unabashed runner and scorer. And he's looking to shoot every single time he catches ball. A lot of people remember him from the NBA summer camp when he was back in college at Xavier when he dunked on LeBron James.
Pittman dishes to Brewer. Hit his pocket. And again, it's a ball. Knicks trailed by 5. And he mentioned Jordan Crawford. He also said in that interview that he felt like he was better than Michael Jordan, or at least he felt he could be better than Michael Jordan when it was all said and done. Well, you got some pretty big words there.
Yeah, you'd rather have a little more confidence than not enough. And in young players, you can sometimes forgive them for statements that are out of bounds. But I like this kid's confidence and scoring ability.
That's the bucket.
Starting to get a little momentum here after that scoreless first quarter.
Here is Pippen, covered by Smith. To stop the run, count that one. Smith's got 7 points in the game. Poke loose, and it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. With the break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been dialed in defensively this month. The Knicks 4th.
Yeah, what a month they've had defensively. They really went after it at that end of the floor.
The Hawks leading by 5. And still gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, he had not established position.
You know, I prefer the refs to whistle with a block when in doubt. I thought that was a good call there.
And the Hawks have a completely new group on the floor. Now here's Gordon. 14 points for him. Lynn, defended by Nowitzki. Thompson passes to Kim. Gets it to go. He's got his first 2 points.
And you can see the strategy has been to take the ball inside here.
That's where you get high percentage looks and draw fouls, Steve. It's a good way to play.
And here we go. Fast break. Lynn's got it. Teardrop shot. And that's collected by Butler.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Nowitzki kicks it up. Russell. Here's Thunder. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Jenkins. Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Lynn. Here's Thompson. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll have to go free throw line.
Well, one of the reasons I like Jason Thompson is he's not afraid to be physical inside. He loves to chase down loose balls, get offensive rebounds, constantly fighting his opponent for position.
Yeah, very much a workmanlike approach to playing in the post from Thompson. He just puts in his time each game and comes away with some nice numbers. Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Josh Smith, he's checking for Kim. And Stevenson in for Jenkins. Here's Smith. Oh! At the end of the break.
With one hand and making it look easy.
Easy and fun. He just drives on making the D look silly.
Yeah, which is something he does pretty often, Kevin.
Here's Thunder. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
A rim rocker.
Looked for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose.
Now that is some strength there, guys.
Kicks to Stevenson. Second chance shot. Thompson with the bucket. Real good.
Yeah. Crazy. I guess you can't judge a book by its cover. So nobody can say Ty's dumb or stupid or slacking because anybody at any time can fool you.
On his part, stayed with the play and cashed in with the second chance point.
New York calls timeout.
Well, you got to put a body on your man when the shot goes up. That's just fundamental basketball. They're giving up way too many offensive rebounds.
Here's Lee. Can't hit. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Hawks ahead. They lead by 11.
And now, brought to you by Sprint. Live from 2K Sports, it's the Monday night edition of the Halftime Report. Over at Quicken Loans Arena, the Cavaliers will face off against the 76ers. That one an all-Eastern Conference affair. That going 7:30 Eastern. And one game also on the docket for the Magic. They'll be up against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Some East meets West action in one. A 7:30 Eastern time is tip-off. And another game that's coming up, the Los Angeles Lakers will be playing against the Pacers in Indianapolis. A 7:30 Eastern tip time.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Really incredible game from Shaquille O'Neal.
And a lot of the second chances that this team has got.
That's his first foul. Atlanta with the ball. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Gordon, the pass to Young. Gordon, the Hawks working the ball around. And Young kicks to Smith, and he lays it straight in. Smith's got 14 points for the game.
Again, they attack the hoop from the lane. It's been really good to them.
Yeah, they're getting whatever they want down there. That's 4 of their last 5 buckets coming in the paint area.
Double clutches. Morris dishes to Nova. A double clutch. Russell against Gordon. Russell passes to Morris. Back to Russell. That was good.
No question, they're trying to pound the ball inside. That's 5 straight hoops inside.
And if the D won't stop and keep at it, I mean, those are the kind of looks you want all day long.
Back to Young. He passes to O'Neal. Young outside. Smith right side. Good. Smith's got 16.
Right now, they're just pillow-like inside. Way too soft. Too many looks at and around the hoop.
Yep, totally agree, Clark. 10 of the last 12 points now that they surrendered have come inside that lane area.
The dish to O'Neal. Feeds it to Young. And the shot is good. Young's got his second basket of the night.
Nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
Morris kicks to Russell. Stolen by Gordon. Here we go with
Excellent. Tore it down that time. Well, this fella can rise up there with the best of them.
just a crazy finish, guys.
Right, there were a few players with the athleticism to pull that off.
And the replay, of course, presented by Sprite. What a play. The Hawks leading by 15.
It all makes sense now.
Dirk Nowitzki's going to walk away from his career with a number of distinctions. Best European player ever, best shooting 7-footer of all time. Obviously one of the game's all-time great scorers. First ballot Hall of Famer. Not bad for a skinny kid out of West Germany.
Hooked away. It's stolen by Smith. And that one's good. Smith's got 9.
Well, he's been scoring pretty well on just a few attempts. It might help him out if he was a bit more assertive.
We talked about all that Dirk Nowitzki has achieved. And he was taken 9th back in 1998. Who could have imagined how his career would develop? In fact, he was drafted by Milwaukee and then traded for Robert Traylor. Unbelievable.
Not many, Kevin, and as much as he opened the door even wider for European players, it's been his work ethic and dedication to the game that's really put him in a class by himself, and that really separates the vast majority of the great players, Kevin. Work ethic and dedication.
Smith outside. It's stolen by Smith. Leads him in there. Young with the steal. That's great for Hawks. Young with the ball. No good. And New York will come the other way. He dishes it to Pittman. Here's the pass to Nowitzki. Out of the money from 12 feet away. Nowitzki's got 4 points this quarter.
Smart, he's just using his size advantage to get his shot up.
And a sweet stroke, too, you might add.
He kicks to O'Neal. He's working on Nowitzki. Got a piece of it. Smith right side. He feeds it to Pittman. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Woohoo!
Pittman's got 9.
They are closing in here. Their offense heating up.
Well, you want to maintain contact,
bro.
and after this nice run here, they've made up some ground, and they're right where they want to be.
Marcus Camby. He's checked in for Atlanta. And here's Young, averaging 14 points a game. Young left side. Here's Gordon. And yes, sir, that one drops. 18 points for him.
I love the way he searched for good shots all game long.
Here's Pittman. Camby with the block.
And that's the way it's been. A big margin for them in the rebounding category.
You know, sometimes you got to get down and dirty and do the dirty work. And this one, they've done it, and it's paid off on the scoreboard in a big way. Well, right here, Kevin, we can get a look at New York and what kind of numbers they put up these last 10 games. Second in scoring, second in assists, and they're number 2 in steals. A very aggressive team in going after the ball.
I think what's most impressive when you talk about those points per game is the fact that they're spreading it around. This is a very unselfish team. They work together.
Hang on, sis. Let me do that. Hello. Good Lord, some telemarketer. Golly. Okay, Raymond Williams. Well, that's how I'm shocked that Hannah's little girl's so light.
Get good shots every time down the floor, and they become a very efficient offensive team.
Over the Hawks. Smith comes in for Jason Thompson. And it's Gordon in for Deshaun Stevenson. The Knicks also changing it up. Haddadi's checked in. And Ronnie Brewer's subbed in for Russell. The inbound pass. Pittman drops in the layup for 2. Pittman's got 12 in the game.
Can't pass up that kind of look.
Then kicks to Smith. Lets it go from 14. That's good. And the Hawks lead by 12.
You know, this has been his quarter here. Still hasn't missed the mark yet.
Here's Pittman.
Defensive foul.
Jenkins is checked in for the Hawks.
John Jenkins.
Hawks have got 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. Great third quarter for them offensively. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Some of the great passing small forwards in the NBA on your screen right now. These are the assist leaders at that position in the past month. You take a look at the mayor, currently 5th in the league in assists. Such quick vision.
And these are some of the best teammates you're ever going to want. They're very unselfish guys at a position that sometimes puts more of an emphasis on the defensive play.
Most of those guys can take matters into their own hands if they need to. But like you pointed out, Steve, that's not their MO. That's not how they want to roll. They want all 5 players on the floor to be involved in the offense, and that's what they want to facilitate.
And this is why they have the big lead. The rebounding has been down.
You know, guys, the +8 rebounding, I don't think it tells the whole story. I mean, they've been the more physical team from the outset. That's been the difference, their physicality.
Using his post move to get the 2 points. Pittman's got 14 points.
And right now, he can do no wrong. Everything's working for him this quarter.
The feet to Smith. And he moves it in, following the offensive rebound. Knicks trail by 14. This is to Haddadi. Puts the lead pass in front of him. That's great for Hawks. It's up.
And some instant offense coming for them after that steal.
Yeah, that's terrific, beautiful transition basketball. No chance at all for the defense to get back and set up.
Brewer's shot is off.
He's one guy the defense is not afraid to leave open from that range, and for obvious reasons.
Here's Lynn. Knicks with the rebound. Lee left side. Oh,
Get it! Oh, watch out now. Nasty, nasty. Whoa.
And that look right there on Clark says it all.
He's not alone, Kevin. That was just mean right there.
Now Jenkins. Tipped away. Right side, Lee. Misses from short range. The Hawks leading by 14. Here's Little General. Back Little General. Second shot opportunity. Out to Smith. Kicks it to Jenkins. Lets it go from deep. Great positioning on the putback. 6 points for Canby.
Boy, they've been all over the glass. Big advantage in the rebound total.
Yeah, that's really carried them in this one, guys. I mean, those one and dones have really set a nice tone and let them establish this lead.
Back to the paint. Here's Knox. A shot from the low post is good. Thunder's got 4 points in the quarter.
Now they may have to climb on his back to get back into this game.
Here's Little General. It's rebounded by New York. Pittman's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Lee dishes to Pittman. Next play for Hawks. Smith right side. And that one's good. Smith's got 22 points.
It really puts great pressure on your defense when you're trying to recover from a turnover.
Yeah, their defense is really in jeopardy every time they turn the ball over. So if they can take care of the ball, it'll take care of things at both ends of the floor.
New York moving the ball around. Pittman kicks to Haddadi. Can't get it to go.
He still couldn't finish, even though it looked like he had a lane to the rim. But too often, that's the story for him. And for Marcus Camby, he was never a big-time scorer. His offense.
But you're too much like me, man. It's just too much. See, now if I would have had a car, let's ask me. That it would have been a good thing if I found something like that with no vehicle. Because literally,
Actually continues to wane now. He's a guy who will get a few putback baskets, but not somebody you throw the ball to on the block.
For the Hawks, Shaq's checked in for Canby. Jordan Crawford comes in for Jenkins. Young is subbed in for Jeremy Lin. Back to Nowitzki. Pass the buck to the inside. Up with it, and he makes good on the layup.
And, you know, with Canby, one of the things he likes to do offensively is stay in that high post area. He's such a good mid-range jump shooter. And he's also an excellent passer for a big guy. But mostly, he likes to dive in for those offensive rebounds. He gets a running start, and with his length and athleticism, he's hard to keep off the ball.
Here's Crawford.
I'm sure coach would like to see them take more higher percentage shots. They have the lead. They've not been able to knock down the threes as well as they did in that first half.
And Shaq sends it back. Crawford with the ball. He's got 7. Smith with it. Picked up by Nowitzki. Smith the pass to Crawford. Crawford missing again.
Still trying to get into the swing of things here offensively. It just has not happened for him here.
Here's Butler. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down. Shaq's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Young. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Young's got 6. Passes it to Nowitzki. He passes to Smith. Makes the lead pass. Russell. That is good.
It's 4 straight field goals coming inside the paint.
Boy, they're taking it right to him, Steve. And the defense has really been way too passive for my liking.
The Hawks have been good at the free throw line. This one is 7 of 8.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
No good on the second free throw.
Kevin, it's disheartening to see them keep missing opportunities to extend the lead at the line. I mean, when you have a chance to put a team away from the line, you want to take advantage of that. You don't want to give them a chance to come back on you.
Good on the shot. Shaq's got 21 in the game.
Another bucket off a turnover. They actually are really beating themselves out there.
Yeah, they're making things difficult on themselves with all the mistakes they're making. Too many turnovers. Just too easy. They're getting whatever they want down there.
You said it, Steve. 5 straight field goals inside for them. The defense has to clamp down here.
Here's Crawford. Kept alive. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws. It's on Al Jefferson. The Hawks have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Jordan Crawford. And New York with a change here, too. Novak's checked in. Back to Butler. Inside to Jefferson. Good. Jefferson's got his second basket. The Hawks leading by 15. Now, here is Young. 6 points for him. Gordon, defended by Butler. Shoots from 12. Tips it back in. Shoots got 24.
Nice tip that. He just seems to have a sense of where the ball's going to end up.
With 1 on the clock. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Good strength there. Just barely off of that attempt.
I don't think you can fault him right there. A lot of contact on that one.
And so Butler nails both of them. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Hawks lead by 15. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. The Hawks leading by 15. So with Smith sitting on the bench. Here's the group that Larry Drew has on the floor. We've got Stevenson. Shaquille O'Neal is out there at Thompson. And it's Young. And it's Gordon. And it's the 2-guard spot.
He will fight you down low, guys. Really battles in there. He comes up with a lot of second chance buckets.
Here's Russell. Eric Gordon grabs the board. Gordon's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Young. Feeds to O'Neal. Young. This out to Gordon. And he hits the jump shot. Gordon's got 20 points. Knicks trailed by 19. Russell wishes it over. The rebound by Young. Hawks have gone 2 of 3 for the field to get the fourth quarter started. The pass to Stevenson. He dishes it to Gordon. 6 to shoot. Over Russell. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. 26 points for him.
You know, the first shot defense has been pretty good, but they've been getting beat way too often with the second and third chance.
Well, the good coaches always say defense doesn't end until you secure that rebound. You gotta love a low post offense. That was beautiful.
The Hawks leading by 19 points. Shaq with the string. Here's Young. And the best of good.
Well, I bet you'd like to forget that first half that he had. It's nice to see him bounce back here in the second.
Butler kicks to Jefferson. A powerful one-handed slam.
That was a nice, strong one-hand jam there.
Yeah, brought it back and ripped it down.
Yeah, that's how you do it. That's nice.
Young up top. He's guarded by Russell. And Big Daddy picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
He's going to have to be very careful, guys, because that's his 4th foul now, so we'll see how he responds.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Josh Smith, he's checked in for Thompson. Little General comes in for Deshaun Stevenson. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Young.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert, because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
Russell passes to Nowitzki. He kicks it to Butler. It's going to be 2. Free throws, Drew contact check on the shot.
Ron Butler out of UConn, really he's become a jump shooting three. Pretty athletic in his younger days, but now just uses that strong body, about 6'7", 230 pounds, to get his shot up.
Young's checked in for Jeremy Lin. The Knicks also changing it up. Haddadi's checked in, and Thunder subbed in for Al Jefferson.
You know what, guys? Deron Butler's a volume scorer. I mean, he loves to shoot and knock down that mid-range jumper. It's a relatively flat shot. He's pretty lethal with it.
Puts it up from 17, and it's Gordon missing.
He's laboring out there right now, guys. The shot has not been falling for him this quarter.
Butler dishes to Smith. Carries it down low.
Another good offensive possession for him. He's trying to shoulder the load here for his team.
Smith against Young. Gordon. He feeds it to O'Neal. It's rebounded by New York. Thunder's got 5 rebounds tonight. Butler kicks to Smith. Young with the steal. And stolen by Butler. Takes it right up. Shot is off. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Gordon goes in. Smith. And in for LU jam.
I'm not sure if any player will top that one.
Maybe the only play that could beat it is another LU jam.
Yep. Even then, it'd be hard to execute it any better than that one.
Here is Nova. New York moving the ball around. Back to Butler. No good.
All game long, guys, he's been getting it done. Really doing a nice job rebounding.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, they've got a major advantage over the glass, dominating that stat. You know, it's really the kind of game you expect from these guys. I mean, extremely efficient, taking a lot of good shots.
Smith the pass to Butler. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Boy, that's a frustrating one there. Easy look at the hoop.
Down low. Here's Gordon. And that one's good. Gordon's got 10 points in just the second half.
Attacking the paint again and again.
You know, they're getting whatever they want. I mean, 8 straight points coming inside.
The Hawks leading by 19. And here's Young. It's tipped. It's stolen by Smith. Right side, Butler. That's good. Butler's got 24.
Another turnover leading to a bucket.
Yeah, they've made the most of all these chances they've gotten from turnovers. I mean, it's really fueling their offense right now.
The feed to Gordon. Dishes it to O'Neal. Smith. Over Butler. And it's Smith missing. Here's the break. Butler dishes to Nova. To the middle. Here's Haddadi. Rebound Atlanta. Smith's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Little general. And that one's good. And the Hawks lead by 19.
There's that transition offense. It's been big for them in this game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, that's what they've had working for them. Speed. They've upped the tempo whenever they've had the chance.
Right. Sorry, what do you say?
The Hawks have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. And Young kicks to Gordon. From 13. Smith outside. With the lead pass. The rebound by Young. Young's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Smith. Stuffs it through.
How did he get that to go?
Even after the whistle, I like the awareness, the alertness, and the presence of mind to finish the play.
And new group in for the Knicks. Smith no good on the free throw. Knicks trailed by 19. Lee passes to Brewer. Kicks it to Pittman. Down low. Here's Morris, and he bangs it home with one hand.
I like that one-handed spike right there.
Yeah, that's how it's done.
Yes, sirree.
Yeah, he's not going to miss many of those.
Down off the big from Smith. The three is watched. And that's good. Eric Gordon for three. Gordon's got 9 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's his first 3.5, so maybe more in score.
Morris, defended by Shaq. Here's Butler. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. The Hawks leading by 18. Gordon dishes to Young. Back to Gordon. Pass to Smith. Knicks with the rebound. Lee kicks the button. He passes it to Pippen. Tries from 10. And there's another one for the Knicks. Hawk shooting certainly key for them on this one. 55% from the field. A baseline J, and the jumper is good. Little General's got 12 points here in the second half.
But you see the contrast here offensively. They're really starting to make that mid-range shot.
And I love it, just finding the gap, looking for a little airspace, a little room to get the shot off. They're doing a nice job.
Pass it to Gordon. Jacks up a three. They get it back. Feeds it to Smith. Some solid defense from Butler.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Yeah, excellent interior defense there. Good rotation.
No doubt about it, Steve. He's a real presence inside. Takes up a lot of space.
And it's Gordon missing. Knicks trailed by 18. And Brewer kicks the button. Inside. Got a piece of it. Here's Lee. Here's Morris. And so he earns it.
Yeah, he had to have said something. He probably said, "You done got me in trouble with my woman."
Trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two. And here's what's upcoming now for the Hawks. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. He's off on the pitch. Al Jefferson is checked in for New York. And he's good on the second. The Hawks leading by 17. Here's Little General. On the wing, Eric Gordon. Launches a three. It's good. Gordon's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Second three-pointer of the half. Fourth overall. So he's having a nice game from outside.
The bounds, and takes possession. Here's what the schedule says for the New York Knicks and what it looks like. They host the Spurs after this. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And Young kicks to Shaq. Outside Gordon. Gets the bucket. Gordon's got 32 points.
Anytime they've needed a hoop, he's taken over one shot after another. Of course, he's playing well.
New York moving the ball around. And Brewer kicks to Pittman. Inside to Jefferson. Takes that one from the post.
You know, you hear all this talk about up years and down years in the NBA drafts, but you never really know. I mean, the 2011 class was supposed to be.
Man.
Down, but he produced quite a few impact stars. To name one, Kyrie Irving, who should be an all-star for many years to come.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Jefferson. Thunder comes in for Marcus Morris. Smith checked in for Ronnie Drew. And it's Russell in for Courtney Lee. Kicks it out to Gordon. Smith outside. Brings the chain off the nimble drop step. Smith's got 16 points here in the second half. And Steve, we talked about the amount of time that needs to pass before you can really see a draft class, how you want to rank it, if it was successful or not. You just never know.
Kevin, it's funny. You see people write these draft grades the next day after the draft happens. How can you grade something when you haven't even seen players play? But it really does take a couple of years to figure out, who's good, who's a bust, all that kind of stuff. And players need to prove it out on the court, and they need time to develop.
That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 15 assists.
How about the field goal percentage shooting this half, guys? It's gone through the roof.
Knox leans inside, and there's another one for the Knicks.
Now we're really seeing them pound that ball inside.
Total offensive dominance in the lane. That's 6 consecutive points coming in the paint.
And now the Knicks on the break. Pittman the pass to Smith. Misses from close range. The Hawks leading by 22. Young dishes to Smith. And it's good. Terrific work on the offensive glass to make that one work.
Looks like this one's over. They really played well tonight.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, we can take it out of the oven. This game is cooked.
From deep. That's good. Thunder's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
There's the dish to Smith. From 12 feet out. And again, it's Atlanta.
They're getting the best of this front court matchup. Too much to handle down low.
Here's Nowitzki. He dashes it down.
2 hands for safety, 1 hand if you want major elevation.
That's right. That's right.
You know you can get up higher with 1 hand. You know that?
I did not know that.
It really is true. You can extend better with 1.
Well, whatever he did, whatever it was, it definitely worked, Clark.
The Hawks shooting and hitting almost everything here in the fourth, up around 58% from the field. Here's Little General. Kicks it out to Gordon. Three-pointer, and the shot is good. Gordon's got 35 in the game.
This has all been about him this quarter. I mean, their lead is safe if he keeps up this kind of play.
Now, they probably needed more of this earlier, guys. I don't think there's enough time left to get back into the game.
Guys, this is really a case of too little too late, but at least it gives them something to work off of going into the next game.
Well, not much they can do at this point.
Nope, playing for pride, trying to finish strong for pride's sake.
Here's Gordon. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And Young kicks to Gordon. 16 feet away. And it's Russell with the rebound. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. And the first one goes to the Hawks. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Now Lynn. And Big Daddy picks up the foul. That will be foul number 5 on him.
That's his 5th personal foul. 3rd team foul.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. How much to be critical of this swing play?
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play, they showed up to give great effort and to win. They did both.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, endorsement, this is Kevin Hart. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan player of the game, Shaq.
I need to do some Christmas shopping. I need to, man. Wow, yeah, I need to go up there.
Give me that beat, fool. It's a full-time jack move. Don't